Hey everyone, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Pokemon Gold. This is turn 62, and let's jump into things. So, what do we got for this turn? Alright, we have completed Thaumaturgy 8. We have Dog Trainer, the Most High, Lord of Growth, King of Rivers, God of Fertility, has claimed the Iron Throne. So this is Vermilion City claiming the throne just to the south of Viridian City. Okay, so let's check our site searching. Nothing with Haruspex, nothing with Arcane Probing. We've got a Wellspring of Secrets with Apsu, so that's one more water gem. Very nice. We blocked a hostile spell. Think Jeebus. Nothing with Dark Knowledge, nothing with Auspex, nothing with Haruspex. Did get another one with Auspex. Thunder Oak, so that's another air gem. Gnome Lore found 2 in the Berman Highs, a Mineral Cave and an Underworld. We're actually going to take a look at that because these are, so one of these, I think it's Mineral Cave. Yeah, Mineral Cave is just the one. But the Underworld is a 3 per turn with troglodytes and gnomes. This doesn't super matter to us, but the gnomes are nice-ish because obviously they're nature 2. Now we have other good nature options now with things like the Kyogre and stuff like that. But these guys are a nice base, right? Issue being is that they are slow to recruit, they are a little pricey, etc. But this is something that we could potentially pick up if we need to, right? And 3 Earth Gems per turn is just fucking good. Like, so a single cast got us 4 Earth Gems per turn. Very, very nice. Now we just gotta hold on to Berman Highs. So, that was Gnome Lore, and then Augury got us nothing. So, we've got a couple of battles. Got attacked in Iron Peaks Lost. Got attacked in Violet City. Oh, yeah, so he bounced in Violet City, this trainer boy. Then we attacked in Woods of Weeping. This is where we were combining our armies together, right? Our flyers together. And we bounced there because there were 2 Steelix champions. So unfortunate is what it is, though. And then we got attacked in Trouble Bog by a Steelix champion. We did take the Obsidian Waste. Got some random gems in Debrithia, and then we blocked the spell, but then we still fucking had a bad event. So people have left in Cyanwood City. Very annoying. And then our Battle Girl Ruby got discovered in Azalea City almost immediately. So this is interesting stuff. But this is an Ursaring. I haven't seen one of these yet. Berserker 3. Kind of interesting unit, all 2. Faint attack, right? Kind of cool. So, yeah. City Swimmer. Let's watch this real quick. Let's see if there's anything special about this. I don't think there's gonna be. Just a patrolling force. Yep. Whole bunch of Machampions. Or Machamps. We know how they operate. Fair amount of Gravelers. It's kind of cool. Yeah. Alright. Seems like he's kind of going the route that I am. Just big, beefy bros. Cool. Next up, Dragon Scale. Trolling. Starving and Scarce Hope Wastes, which we're trying to take care of this turn. And got a bunch of promotions. And we've got a new famous hero. What did she get? She got Heroic Endurance. Very cool. Okay, so... Sorry, that's a little loud. So, what is going on this turn? This turn is actually kind of a bland turn for us. We're just moving things around into position. Nothing super exciting happening. Mostly. So in the Olivine City front, there's really not a lot going on. We were consolidating down here in Woods of Weeping, but we got rebuffed by the Steelix champions. So those individuals are licking their wounds and heading back to Saffron City. Okay. These guys are heading into Woods of Weeping just to see if they can assassinate anything. If they can, great. If they can't, whatever. Radon is heading into Woods of Weeping as well to try to assist. So we'll see how that goes. Actually, I want to reposition him. He's right there in the center. They're all right there in the center. Okay, now he might actually... they might get hit by the weapons of sharpness now, which doesn't really matter, but I guess, yeah, because it's already armor piercing, so it's kind of irrelevant. But they have other attacks aside from their great sword of sharpness, right? The mega punch could be armor piercing, mega kick, armor piercing, dynamic punch, armor piercing. We'll see how that goes. All right. Atlantis is attacking this turn. So I expect... Well, so there's been some developments. Atlantis broke their... Or not broke, but ended their nap with Olivine 3 turns ago. So next turn they're attacking. They're going to try to flood the coast. At the same time, you might notice there used to be a huge stack of Starmie riders here. They're in the pond now. So Atlantis is... has said that he's still going to make the attacks on Olivine, that he thinks Pewter City attacking into the pond basically is really ballsy and not going to accomplish anything. is basically what it sounded like he was saying, is that he's just going to, you know, it's a land nation trying to fight an underwater nation underwater. So that's the scenario of what happens then. He might be right. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. So, I expect to see a lot of Atlantis here over the next turn. He has said that he will not progress further inland unless I'm slow. I plan to have units up here and moving over the course of the next few turns, so we will see how that goes. I plan to have units moving up here in the next couple turns, see how that goes. So, in Saffron City, we are trying to recruit another Steelix champion. We are continuing to patrol with Robodan and Ylveth, and we are moving our new Steelix. Actually, we're not moving our new Steelix. Why are we not moving Steelix? I think we're not moving our new Steelix because we want to have some representation here, right? Basically, the idea was we already have 3 Steelixes over here. We're going to have a Kyogre. We've got a Golem. We've got a big army that's going to be resupplied by other units, etc. So I think at the end of that, I was just like, let's keep this Steelix here. We should have another one in 2 turns that we can throw into the mix as well. That'll be a good idea. So, not really a lot happening in Saffron City because of that. So, moving right along. Over in Violet City, this is kind of where more of the action is taking place, I guess, this turn. So we are running into issues of diseases and things like that because we are in Scarce Hope Wastes. We've taken... Where they are. We have taken our Cauldron of Broth and our Bag of Wine from over here in Impassable Mountains. Because we need them. We're probably going to have to start making some more of those with our nature gems, our very few precious nature gems. Because unfortunately, we've been Haruspexing like crazy, but we have not been very successful in finding locations with those Haruspecs. We've got another 2 going off this turn as well. But after that, we're probably going to have to pull back to just 1. I've been trying to get my areas all site searched up and everything like that. but we're probably going to have to pull back to just one and see how it goes. Kyogre does have some gems on him for the purposes of Serpent's Blessing, Foul Vapors, etc. And we are moving up enchantment in order to potentially be able to do stuff like mass regeneration, because that would be pretty cool as well. But we're moving out with Wigglia, with our priests. We're moving out with a pretty big portion of schoolgirls, right? Enough to do a little communion. The communion is set up to just do basic stuff, just put anti-magic up and then do some enslaved mind spam. This one, the only other master, I'm running, there's no real reason for this to be like this, but I'm running 5 slaves and 2 masters because I don't really have anything that I care to have the, I could do 3 masters and 4 slaves, right? That's the one that makes the most sense. But I'm actually worried that if I only do 4 slaves and I put Kyogre into the mix, that he'll burn out the communion almost instantaneously. So I don't know. I'm being very wishy-washy here on this whole thing. I'm not sure I want to bring the schoolgirls into this. I've been thinking about alternate methods of utilizing them, but there's only 7 of them here right now. So, I mean, 7 turns recruitment is not a. I mean, it's not something I just want to give up, but it's not something that I care a crazy amount about, right? Basically, the idea that I had is maybe waiting to kit them out with like coral blades and stuff like that, so that they're not so damn fragile. But I don't know that I care at the moment. So we're probably they're gonna go into this army. We're gonna have a very large army to deal with some stuff. Resupplied by Wigglia as well. And we'll see how it goes. So next turn it'll be in Scarce Hope Waste, and then we're just gonna march forward towards Lost Canyon, towards Forest of Gun, etc. We're gonna try to take out this area, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so from the Violet City area, moving down into Three Pine Grove, we've kind of talked about what's going on there. Kunal, nothing's really happening. In Viridian City, we're again running low on money, because we would be making like 1,500 a turn right now if it weren't for all of the damage that had been done to Cyanwood City. So that's really unfortunate. It sucks, but it is what it is. So the turns are kind of pressed for cash, basically. So we're just dealing with what we have to deal with. So in Viridian City, we're not really doing a whole lot other than, continuing to train and promote our troops as we have been. I have been, this is stepping away from the fronts for a while. I think I'm going to go to Violet City and talk to them. They want their cat back, and right, I've been doing all of this fighting, and Violet City wants their cat back. Atlantis is about to jump on things, probably going to take Olivine City's cap. I'm going to end up not getting very much out of 40 turns of war, right? And then I'm going to be stuck in a spot where, okay, now I'm just bordering all these people. I'm going to have to fight one of them. So I'm actually, and I don't know that fighting any of them really helps the game state, right? So I think I'm going to approach Violet City and ask about taking over this land, this section of land here, so that I can hold this throne and have a front to fight Pewter City on. Because after this war with Olivine, I could just turn my attention to someone else, but I think Pewter City is just going to win in the near future if people don't start actively fighting them. So I don't know what the plan is there. I don't know if Violet City is already actively fighting Pewter, but we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna have that conversation about opening, like giving me some of this land so that I can have an open front. Oh, excuse me, against Pewter City. Over in the Cyanwood City front, in the Impassable Mountains, we're moving Chuck up further. Right, we've got this kind of conga line of stuff going on. Chuck is progressing upwards. Should be pretty good. I'm actually considering taking these Amphiroses, but I think I'll hold off. I don't think Chuck's really going to need them, necessarily. So I think we're just going to move him forward and bring up the rear with Frost and Shaikal. So in other news, we are actually doing our first Future Fist exploration over here with Ininu. And we're going to be setting up for next turn to do one in Mountains of Madness, right? I still do think this is an incredibly costly investment. 10 gems every time we do this, plus, 400 gold for the lab every time we do this, is a very steep price. But I think, again, we've talked about this, going into the late game, your income is incredibly important. If we can get, without an Earthblood Deep Well, if we can get our Earth Gems up to 20, 30 Earth Gems per turn, that's a very big deal. A very, very big deal. So we want to see how that works for us. Okay. In Cyanwood City, we're doing a lot of forging, mostly doing various things, pieces of gear. We're doing a dragon helmet, we're doing a quick ball, girdle might, burning pearl, flask of holy water. And this is to outfit individuals like our Machampions. This is potential gear to be utilized by Steelix champions. This is potential gear to be utilized, very cheap gear to be used by our legendary Pokemon, etc. Right? We're basically just trying to have some more gear to outfit people with, because we've got a little bit of a... We're running out of gear, basically. That's just something that we want to watch out for. You know what? It makes me curious, like, why... I'm sitting here thinking, why even put Kyogre in... Why risk it? Why put Kyogre in the Communion? Well, one of the reasons why I wanted to put him in the Communion was so that I could all but guarantee getting a regeneration off on the Communion. But I think I can do that anyways. I think I'd take him out of the Communion. I think we start with Serpent's Blessing, Foul Vapors. Because he can still cast it. Right? Serpent's Blessing is a forecast, so he'll need to use 2 gems instead of 1. Yeah. That's kind of the downside, right? Yeah, so now it's not going to be able to do it. That's kind of annoying. On one hand, I want to just give him the moon. I would just want to give him the bracelet, right? But on the other hand, he's going to get tagged and we're going to lose him. And it's just a Moonvine bracelet. It's not that big of a deal, honestly. I think we probably just give it to him. Yeah, I think we just give it to him, because that just makes everything work out far more simply. Now, probably need to get him. I'm gonna spam regeneration afterwards. to try to make sure that I can tag important people with it and hopefully get the communion, basically. And what is it? 2.5, 3 turns? 2.5. Yes, a half a turn. In 2 to 3 turns, I'll have mass regeneration. So. Okay, I think that's probably a better plan, to take him out of the community so that he doesn't burn out the community. If that's the case, though, I also think we probably put 3. So, alright. Let's fix this real quick. We're probably going to do a Power of the Spheres as well. And we'll just do some enslaves. We should swap this. We should have her doing the Power of the Spheres. We're gonna be, if we're gonna do it this way, that's gonna make the most, have the most effect. I still want anti-magic though. Yeah, that's also fine. Okay, cool. Easy peasy. Alright, so, sorry, I got distracted there. Yeah, so we're making all this gear for various commanders to utilize. We're, generally speaking, in Cyanwood, we're just continuing to hold. We're actually, I want to get some goes back here to pick up units because we've been working on new batches of like flying units for a while, and we've kind of got a store built up now. So I think we're ready to actually go there. We are recruiting another Machampion on trying to get another Priest 3. In the meantime, we're going to be bringing Yazar back to Cyanwood City. Or maybe not all the way back. Probably back towards the center of our lands, and then we'll probably transfer out an army to him with someone else, right? With Benna or something like that. Happening. And we are casting Galegate with Cameron the photographer. We did a Ring of Wizardry. We got Air 5 now. We're casting Galegate with 190 gems. So, a whole lot of fucking gems. Oh my god. It's a whole lot of gems. I'm very about not having those gems, because we could use those gems for a lot of things. But in theory, I say in theory, it's not a theory, it's just how things work. We're gonna have 20 air gems every turn. Hurricanes and storms are gonna be unleashed throughout the world, which is probably gonna be a little annoying for the rest of the game, but whatever. And that's going to put our air income at 34 per month, which is pretty strong. We're going to be able to turn around and do quite a few things with that. Next turn, the plan is to toss the Ring of Wizardry over to Rex and cast Eternal Pyre, giving us 2 gem gens, which is hopefully going to be a very big deal. After that, we are gonna have pretty crazy. We've already got, if we check we've already got pretty good gem generation, gem income compared to many individuals. This was the spike when Atlantis put up Well of Misery, and we've kind of caught up to that point. Pewter, of course, is double everyone else's gem income, but that's because pewter is basically double everyone else's size. So they just have twice as much land to be getting gems from. but they're not double the income. Alright, yeah, that's what's going on. Sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained right now, but it's a pretty simple turn where I've had to do more work this turn about planning for the future and what we're going to be doing in the next 10 to 20 turns than I have been about what are we doing on this turn, what's happening. We need to make some plans to do something about Atlantis City. They're currently attacking Celadon, and that works just fine for us, except for the fact that I would really rather have Celadon fighting Pewter City. I would really rather have Violet City fighting Pewter City. I would really rather have Atlantis fighting Pewter City than Olivine City and taking shit that I've fucked. But you know, I also really want the war done with Olivine City. I don't want to be fighting Steelixes for the rest of eternity. So I want people to fight my Steelixes now. You know, like I am done with the Steelixes. I want them to fight me now. I'm actually considering. I don't know if Ekrutik can fight Steelixes, so I'm actually considering bringing if we finish things with Olivine, I'm actually considering bringing the Steelixes to bear against Ekrutik City. Right? They don't really them. They're not going to be a big deal, and I think they might be able to just walk through his armies. I don't know what he's going to do. It's the AI, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure he has anything that he really can do to fight them. But I could be wrong, so who knows? All right, I'm just Jack and Jaw at this point, so I think that is going to be it for the turn, and we will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.